and listen to me.
Mic's on. Oh.
Hope it rings right in the middle of the show and you can say, yes, hello.
I cut mine off.
Ching, ching.
I probably need to turn mine off.
I
too,
cut
now that
mine
you
off.
mention it.
Because I know if you're in church, your phone go off in church.
Hello there and welcome to Chipola College Television. Royce Reagan with Chipola Talks. While I can take off my glasses so I can hear good. If you don't get that one, wait till you're 65 years old. You'll understand it. But anyway, here we are today. We're going to talk to some people that I've been knowing a long time since they were little bitty things, and they're still little bitty too, but they're a lot older than they used to be. You probably remember when they were either at Mariana High School or Chipola, or all of the Facebook mess that they put on there every day, buddy. They fill up that Facebook. And you're going to say, oh, that's those ladies. But I have with me today some friends. Who do I have with me today?
Delacia Tolbert.
Delacia Tolbert. How do you say that? Delacia?
Delacia.
Cia.
Delacia. Delacia.
Delacia. How old are you now? None of my business. Don't answer that. And how are you doing? Who are you?
Latracia Tolbert Bright.
What does the bright mean? You're smarter than she is? Is that what that bright means?
Yes.
That's it.
No, that's my married name.
What
Bright.
does your husband do?
He's a manager.
A manager?
Yes.
Not you, though.
No.
Why are y'all so nervous? I remember
not
seeing
nervous.
him
I'm not
in the
nervous.
gym, man, with free throws, because y'all play basketball. Underneath your names, it probably says athletes. I didn't even notice what we were putting underneath your name now. What year did you play at Mariana High School? Who wants to answer that one?
We played 1994 through 1998.
Y'all started
Yeah.
as ninth graders, didn't you?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
You did.
We started all the way 9th grade, 12th grade.
So if you did 25-game schedule, yeah, we'll win 100 games. Y'all might have the record for the most games playing at Mariana. We need to look that up, don't we?
Yeah, we
Because
did.
that'd be cool to put it on the wall. What position did you play?
Shooting guard.
Shooting guard. Well, who was best between the two of y'all?
Of course, I was.
I was
Did y'all ever go one-on-one a lot?
Oh, yes.
plenty of times.
Who fouled the most? You did, I remember. You fouled
No.
her more than she fouled you.
No, Lacey did. I think
Lacey.
Lacey did.
She
But
did.
we was always scrapping, getting the balls on the
We
floor.
was very
Yeah.
aggressive.
What was y'all's record? Y'all even remember?
I think
I think our senior year, maybe 23-7, something
Yeah.
like that.
So you were
for Mariana High School. In
Yeah,
Mariana
Mariana
High School.
What about now? Dave Waller was coaching you then, right?
Yes.
Well, y'all always told him what to do.
No.
Name some of the other people that was on your team. Think about it.
Our childhood friend, Sharice Hill, we
Sharice
played
Hill.
middle school
Yeah,
with us.
Sharice
Hill.
could dribble
Mhm.
and shoot.
High school, Mariana High School, Chipola, and then we went on to play at Albany State
I
together.
know. Well, who else was some of the other team members so we can mount?
LaRonda McKay.
Lorana
McKay,
McKay.
I
She
remember
left
that.
early, went into the Army.
Yeah.
Shahara Cock from Graceville.
Right.
Keely Traylor for Albany.
Yeah.
Albany, Georgia.
Tina Stapleton, Tamika Hosley,
You do remember, don't you?
Shannon
O'Connor.
O'Connor. Tuesday.
Tuesday Reed.
Where did you have the most fun? Albany.
Oh,
think Chipola.
Why?
We miss Chipola.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
got
went on a
treated-
lot of road trips.
Trips in
And
New Orleans.
New Orleans 2 years
Well, I
in a
thought
row.
Albany played a lot of the same team Chipola played.
Oh, it's a different
Oh, that's
conference.
up in the bigger league, though. That's
Yeah.
a D1 school, not
What's the
D2.
a
D2?
D2.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Hey, anything bigger than Chipola's got to be D1, right?
Wow, I love Chipola. We love coming back
Do
to
you?
the tournaments, and
Where do you live now?
I live in Macon, Georgia.
You live in Macon?
Yes, sir.
Where do you
I live in Albany, Georgia.
Albany. So you fell in love with the town when you got there? You got a job
mean-
or what? A little of everything.
Yeah, it's more to do there. It's more opportunity.
After I left in 2008 and started working in the school system in Macon, and we've been together for 28
What do you
years.
actually do on your job?
I teach special needs kids.
Special needs kids.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you'll always have a job because y'all are weird folks because you're willing to spend all that extra
Yeah.
time loving
You have to
children.
have
What's your job?
passion.
I work in the media center as media assistant at Doherty High School. Just started working there because
Yeah.
my Doherty Middle closed down this past year.
Yeah.
And also a photographer, D-Lady Photography.
All right, now we got a picture about that, right?
Mhm.
That photography. Can you see if you can find on there in just a second? Just look for it. Go to camera 1 and find it, and then put it up on there about her photography. When did you get interested in photography?
We're actually working at Doherty Middle, working in media center with the technology and everything. I was go around and take pictures of all the events happening at school.
Yeah.
And I just...
Our uncle.
Well, there it is on the screen. Talk
Yeah.
about your business. I don't
Yes,
mind. Go ahead.
I really started doing events in 2011. And after that, I started posting pictures on my page, and they was like, they need photographers. You're very talented, you know. They just seen my work, and so I finally this year I got my license, business license, March 15th. So
Wow. How's it coming along?
it's coming along. It's great. I mean,
It's gonna grow.
some days,
Just keep
you
growing.
know, it'd be slow, but some days I get overwhelmed with calls on the. They want to do it the day I called.
Right.
Are you available tomorrow? Or
Yeah.
sometimes I have
And
to
you
try
say
to.
yes. How we gonna do that?
I have to adjust my schedule, you know.
Yeah.
But it's been really good. I got events tomorrow. In Albany at the Hilton.
Yeah.
A celebrity's
You
coming
like
to the
those
Hilton.
rich folks, don't you? What celebrities coming in?
She's from reality TV.
Yeah.
Mimi Foss from Love and Hip Hop. She's
Uh-huh.
gonna be there hosting a party, all white Labor Day party.
All white means not just black folks. It means wear clothes.
Yes.
Got you there, didn't I? No, I've seen that before. I was telling your sister that my wife and I were in a hotel somewhere, and all of a sudden I noticed everybody was wearing white. I said, "What are they doing here?" And it was at a wedding. They know it's an all-white party.
Yeah.
What is that? Just to give everybody an opportunity to really dress up nice? and
Yeah,
look
you
good?
got to be top-notch dressed. And, you know,
Black-
it's
black
going to be
folks
strictly
now dress
enforced.
up better than white folks. You know that.
You think so?
Well, go to church Sunday.
With their hats on.
The black, predominantly black church, man, them folks are wearing it. Look at the white folks, they got to wear that. We don't need it, all this fancy stuff. We're going to wear our jeans and our T-shirt.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Sometimes we
dress
have
down.
days we
Yeah.
dress down, you know.
yeah. Is that what you call it, dressing down?
Dressing down, yeah, dress down. You may have some jeans with a nice
I
blouse.
thought that was a Friday.
A Friday?
You don't do it at school on Friday, you can dress down
Oh,
on Friday.
Fridays, yeah, with schools like game days and stuff. Yeah, we wear jeans.
Well,
and,
I'm wearing my T-shirt today because I thought we'd talk a little bit about Chipola, and we are. We got some pictures. Kenny, that she had some. It don't matter which one you put up. We're gonna watch it in the monitor and see what it is, and we'll talk about whichever one comes up. Just stick a picture up on there, if you will. All right, now who is that?
Oh, that's
Tracy.
on my wedding day, June 13th, 2009.
And that's the two ladies.
Yeah.
Y'all still don't ever fight, no.
Yes.
We-
We fight
No,
often.
we-
We just.
We fight when
Who
we were living together.
Yeah, we don't live together no more.
Alright.
Not physical fights. We just
I know, but I'm
argue.
just kidding.
Or just
That was your
Over it in
wedding day. When
two-
did you get married?
June
Lacey?
13th, 2009.
10, 11, 12, 13.
Forty.
Honeymoon's over, right?
I have two little girls, Lauren and Hannah.
Are they spoiling you? Well, does Grandma here want you to bring them home often, and y'all don't bring them as many times as you wish?
Oh, she
And
comes to
Auntie.
Albany or
Oh.
Macon. Yes.
Can you come up and help me this weekend? I've got 2 gigs. Can
Well,
you
I
come
was
up?
blessed because when I had both of them, she came for like 2 weeks and stayed and helped me
Well,
out. So
that's what they're supposed to be for, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, go to another picture, if you will, Kenny. Now, this is 1988, 1989 women's basketball here at
our
Chipola.
freshman year.
Freshman year.
Wow, that was exciting. Yeah.
We had fun that year.
Yeah, that was when, what was his name? I can't remember right now.
Hillary, Allen, and
Hi-
Coach Cece, his
the
wife.
two of them. Yeah, yeah,
Tag team duo.
yeah.
We missed them.
What do y'all remember about that year? Anything in particular? You remember any game or something? Y'all were freshmen, so you really were in the big world of college basketball. Y'all were
Yeah.
still some of the better players, right?
Yeah. Well, we didn't really start our freshman year
Yeah.
because we already had players there that already had that reputation.
But we
Ah,
got in the
just
game
beat 'em.
like all the time. You know,
we always
we
sub on Lacey, Tracy. You know, we always got in. We
Yeah.
always got playing time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next picture, whatever you might find. Well, who
That's
is?
a Miss Dot.
Miss
We had
Dot.
the opportunity to go visit her last year.
year.
We came home for spring break, and she was like our dorm mom.
Yeah.
Everybody loved
Wake
her.
us up in the morning.
Let my mom in.
She lets
I
my
remember
mom
working
days,
over
yeah.
there. Y'all gave her a party when she semi-retired. I
Yeah,
remember
we
that.
wasn't here then.
Well, who's the little one?
That's my oldest, Lauren, and that's Tamisi and
And that's
Hannah
me.
in the back.
Yeah. I've seen that. I didn't even look at that.
She was
Very-
a real part you know, us being at Chipola, you know, supporting us and just looking out for us and stuff. So
Look at that hair on that wild woman there.
I love Miss Dot.
I know it. All right, next. Now, I saw this on Facebook in the last 2 weeks, it seems like. Is that when I saw it?
Tracy posted.
Yeah.
Is that on your website, Tracy?
yes, sir.
Because I saw this one myself. I didn't see those others, but I did see those.
That was our first year playing at
Albany
that's
State.
2000. That was in 2001. We made the paper. We played against Tuskegee, and we combined for a total of 35 points. And,
Wow.
when they came to us, they beat us by 1 point,
Yeah.
and we really wanted to win that game because
Yeah.
our grandmother had just passed, and we had to come back to Mariana.
You dedicated it to her.
We dedicated that game, so when we went there, we made
like-
sure we.
How much
got
did
a
we
game.
beat them up there?
We beat them by 10,
Like
but
10.
you know we beat them. It doesn't matter. I mean, the points we beat them by, we beat them.
Did y'all start immediately at Albany? Or?
Oh,
Oh
no,
no, we had to work
we had
our
to
way.
prove
in.
ourselves.
If it wasn't for our coach, Coach Josie, he was I think a student assistant coach at the time, but he worked with us guards and he just convinced.
Were both of y'all
Coach.
playing guard then? I thought you were playing
Shooting
forward.
guard.
And
No,
sometimes
forward.
point
I
guard.
thought you played because you wanted on the side. You wanted her to pass it to you so you could shoot that 40-footer out there.
We
that's
played
right.
like that in high school. We had to know every position.
You got any more pictures? I think, yeah, there we go. Who is that?
That's Double Trouble.
Double Trouble, you're
Double
right.
mint. That's
Well,
what
y'all's
I call it.
picture's still up in the gym down there.
I haven't seen it.
It's in that other room, I think, in the
Oh, they
in the
need to bring
appreciation.
them out. Bring us out.
Well,
bring us out.
every year they take
I
down the
know.
old
All
ones
the-
and move them somewhere out and put the new
Well, they
kids
may
up
need
there.
to put like every year a smaller frame of all.
Yes, all of y'all. That's right.
Yeah. So when we come, we go, oh, that's me right there.
How much? Who scored the most ever in one game between the two of you?
And
think
Chipola.
She scored like 30 something. No.
No, that was in high school.
Yeah.
The most I scored, I think, with Chipola was like 23.
What's the most? Lacey, you played. I've scored.
It was in high school. I scored 29, but the most in college I scored was, I think, 26.
Well, it
or
don't matter
22.
if
It
you
don't
score
matter.
10 points as long as that team wins. you
Yeah,
know,
it
it's-
don't matter.
Was that hard to convince y'all about that? Because you were used to scoring more than 10 points usually in a game. To calm you down and say, hey, let everybody score 10 and we're going to win the
We
game.
always work together. We always believe in teamwork.
Yeah.
It's not about you, I,
Together,
it's me.
everyone
Yeah.
achieves
Yeah.
more, and it's no big person.
Tell me about the
doing anything.
recruiting. What about the two pictures that we brought in there to start with? We still got those? I think it was on there. There they are. Now, heck yeah, y'all have changed.
That was recently. We recorded WLB and Albany News Channel.
What did y'all do there? Talk
Dialogue.
about it.
Interview talking about same thing that we're talking about now for myself photography, talking about us singing and stuff. We
Yeah.
have a
Turn out.
mixtape and all that stuff.
Well, very
More
good.
singing.
Do we have one more, or do we? That's fine if we don't. Well, now, what are you going to be doing 20 years from now? What do you want to be doing 20 years from now?
20 years from now,
Yeah.
53.
Well, I want to see that hand. Now, there seems to be something on
That
that
is-
hand. Now, wait a minute. Now, what is that?
It's
What
a
is that?
ring.
Now, where did you get that?
That's from my daughter's father. That's when we first
Oh,
started
not
talking.
a boyfriend.
My daughter's father, not boyfriend.
I heard that. Well, she's wearing a fancy ring over there too.
Yeah,
Do y'all
she's married.
argue? I know that she
She's
argue over
married.
that. Does she argue over that? Say,
No.
look at mine.
Mine's bigger, but
Doesn't matter the size of the ring.
It's old.
It's
Doesn't
not.
matter, no.
Let's don't go there. What do you want to be doing 20 years from now?
Hopefully,
I didn't answer my question.
Oh, you didn't. God, let's go back to you.
Talking,
then.
you
Okay.
looked at the ring.
I know it. Well, I said, hey, hey,
Hopefully I'll
hey.
be married by then, yeah. But
What do you want to do? You like the school business, I can tell.
I like it, but my passion is really singing. You don't know it.
Yeah.
For basketball, that's all we want to be, is singers. So
Yeah.
I write, songwrite. I'm a musician,
What do you
aspiring
play?
musician,
Keyboard?
keyboard, and I love to write songs. I love to sing. So I think that's my.
You want to make it big time, huh?
I don't really want to make it big time. I just want to touch lives,
Right.
set a standard.
What do you want to be doing 20 years from now?
Well, I still want to be working in education. That's my passion. I think anything you have a passion for, you're going to work hard at it.
Sure.
My life motto is, you're no one until you fight for the cause of someone. And
I like that. Say that again slower.
you are no
No
one,
one.
No one.
until you fight for the cause of someone.
Someone.
Yes. And somebody helped me and my sister out when we were, in elementary school. We were pulled out, I think, for reading skills. But at the time, we didn't know what we were pulled out, but it helped us.
Sure.
So I always want to give back and let people know anything you want to
Well,
do
who
in life.
influenced you to go into education?
I have a lot of elementary teachers. I remember here in Mariana, for one, I had a terrific teacher, third grade teacher, Miss Fairclough. My fourth grade teacher, Miss Barbara Williams. I love that lady.
Inspired you, didn't
She
you?
inspired me. And
Ninth grade.
ninth grade, my English teacher, Miss Hughes. Miss
Oh,
Hughes
yeah.
in Marina High School. And
Yeah.
then Miss Michelle
Kent.
Smith Miller. She
Yeah.
married Thriller Miller. We call him
Thriller
Thriller Miller.
Miller.
Mr. Young.
Well, let me ask y'all this. We're finally talking about the race situation, if that's the right word, nationally. The first time we've really ever thrown it on the table. And we're not there yet talking about it, but at least it's there. What do y'all think about that? I think it's great that we're finally talking about it. Any comments in that direction? I'm not putting you on the spot here. But
Oh, no.
not you, Lacey. I've never put you on the spot.
The race.
Well, you know, it's still real.
Yeah, it is.
I don't understand because I'm not black. I have no clue, even though I was poor. So I understood that side of it.
Yeah.
We were real poor growing up. Couldn't even be in Little League because we couldn't afford shoes and a glove. I meant that. I couldn't be in band because we couldn't afford $3 a month for the band fees till I got to 10th grade. So, but I think the world has made a lot of progress in America.
Yeah, we have. And I think it's still work to be done. I think that, you know, we all are human. We all were created by one person, which is God, our Heavenly Father, I think so.
I agree.
You know.
I think he has a plan. He knows what's going on, and it's just
coming to pass, and God just got to work its course and just pray to Him for direction and peace of mind.
try to be
a humanitarian. I like to say, do the
Well,
right
y'all
thing.
have been in integrated school since you started, right?
Yes.
Well, see, in my high school, there were no Hispanic, no blacks, no Asians, nothing, because we were in redneck South Alabama. And I remember the stuff that happened on TV in Birmingham. I mean, I remember seeing it, and I was shocked too.
Even my daughter now, she's not. She's
don't
like
even understand.
kids don't really understand. She asked me questions. I said I don't know why that happened. I don't really know why it happened.
Stupid.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't understand it. You know, it's just like a couple of days ago they celebrated the 50th year of Martin Luther King. I had a dream, and you know, you just sit down and listen to it, and you see from then to now how much things have changed. I mean, it's like we're getting there. We haven't got there all the way.
It's going to be a long time, but at least every day, the kids don't have any problem. It's us older adults that have the problems. Kids y'all age do so much better.
People still stuck to the things how they were in the tradition. Just need to step out of the box and just move forward. I mean, still going to be things coming at you. You just got to keep it.
Well, let me throw this in here. It seems like the most segregated place it is now is church, and it ought to be the most integrated.
Integrated.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
But now, I go to a church that has blacks, whites, Hispanic. In fact, our church supported a Hispanic church and started one because we had so many Hispanics that couldn't speak English very well. So we actually started a church somewhere and paid for the pastor for a couple of years for him to get it going, and now it's still going strong.
Yeah.
But you black folks always have more money than us white folks on Sunday. Now, don't start that. Don't start that. But I'm glad that it's there. I hope, and y'all are prime examples of the black community, black young people, and I still consider y'all very young. That you take stands like it ought to be. And I've never heard anything negative said about y'all anywhere. And I'm sure it has been. Trust me.
You know.
If you're a school teacher, they're going to talk about you.
Yeah.
And if that photography's there, they didn't do it like I wanted. But that has nothing to do with the race, and I appreciate that.
I think if you're doing something positive, people are going to talk. And if you're doing something negative, of course they're going to talk. But we have the world's greatest parents, I think. My mother, Gloria Williams, our father, Herman Tolbert. They are very caring people, family-oriented, and we just try to be like that, model that, and don't try to be like anybody else. Be yourself.
Be yourself.
And
does your mother ever call you and say, you ought to do so-and-so? Does she do that still, or does she say, what are you going to do about so-and-so? Do they ask you first?
She always calling.
Does she still cook well?
Yeah.
Yes.
I hope she cooked tomorrow before we leave.
What is the favorite thing she cooks that you like?
I like when she, I don't know how it's like some kind of chicken. I love chicken.
Baked
the
chicken.
wings, she put them in the oven in a wrap, like a plastic wrap.
Yeah.
I forget what you call it.
And
And then we have the,
Who cooks the best between the two of you?
I don't really know.
Well, she's got to cook
I
for
do.
her
She has a
children.
husband. I
She-
think she might be the better
Oh, I
cook.
see you. What does he cook?
He cooks everything. He cooks all the time.
Yeah. Well, in our house, I don't cook much, but the few things I can cook, I cook, she cleans. She cooks, I clean. And usually
help
by the
each
time
other.
she's finished cooking, we're cleaned up because when she cooks, she messes up everything, and then there it is.
When
So
I cook, I try to clean at the same time. Because, you know,
do
sometimes
too, yeah.
you be boiling stuff and it be overflowing. You try to keep it clean, the
Well,
area.
you know, when you
I
sit
try.
down to eat and you know that the kitchen's not full of
Dirty dishes,
that's
yeah.
right. And if I eat, I better not tell this because she might hear it, but if I'm there by myself, my wife's gone a lot on the road with FDIC, I will wash the dishes I just used right then and put them back up. What's
I
wrong
need
with
to
that?
start doing that because
Then it
I
don't
could be like,
pile
I
up
didn't wash
either.
dishes. I was like, okay, it's not going to get filled up. Like, nigga think I know the next couple days? I was like,
Yep. Well, I want you to come back and live. Here's what I want.
everybody's talking about you need to move back and
Well,
coach
you
at
know
the
why,
high school.
don't you? Because they
da-da-da.
want you to come back to the examples that you've set in your lives. And athletics was minor, trust me.
It's
They
minor.
loved your playing, but
Yeah.
it was the stand you took for doing the right things at the right time, and we
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, what do y'all want to say in closing? I know there's somebody you want to say something to.
I thought you said
Oh.
sing. I'm
No,
like,
we ought to sing.
no.
You want us to say?
Y'all want to sing?
Well,
Y'all got
a
one
little
right off the
snippet
top?
or something?
What?
A little snippet?
What you got? Start it. Yeah, that'll work. She's whispering. We'll see what she's got to say here.
Oh,
Sing a little of it.
Seek ye first the kingdom of his love. Make him first in everything you do. If you just trust and never doubt what he says, all good things will be added unto you. I've got everything I need in my heart. You got everything you need in your heart. If you just trust and never doubt what he says, all good things will be added unto you.
I just had to stick that one note in there. Had to stick that in. Ladies, I appreciate you being here today, and I appreciate who you are.
And we want to give a shout out to our first middle school coach, Coach Clay. He's
Roger
our
Clay, that's
godfather.
right. Well, you know,
And,
we'll end with this. Do you remember when we came back from the state finals in Mariana High School? Sharice was playing guard for Mariana High.
Yeah.
We put the same score on the scoreboard. and the gym was full of kids at school and screaming and hollering. You know, she shot after the game was over to win. So,
you know what he talking about? We played Malone.
no, this was at the state tournament.
State tournament?
That's the year after y'all graduated,
Oh,
I think.
okay.
She had to shoot the same shot. See, what happened, they fouled her. The game's over except for the foul.
Yeah.
Ties it up, wins it.
Yeah.
All right. So we put the same score up on the scoreboard in the gym, put the pressure on her. She goes to the free throw line, and they're just screaming and hollering. She shoots air ball, the first one. Because of the nerves. I think you're more nervous in front of your friends than you are in front of 10,000 people. But I appreciate y'all coming here. I know Sharice going to...
Shout out to my brother Cameron and Derek Tolbert.
Who else
Love
you
you
going to
guys.
shout out to?
My daughter, Tamisi, I haven't said nothing about her.
That's right. We'll talk about your daughter.
My daughter, she's actually
Songwriter,
a songwriter, singer.
model.
How old is she now?
She's about to be 8 on Friday.
8?
Straight A student, 8 years old.
Gosh. Well, you weren't a straight A student at 8.
I
I don't remember what you remember. Ladies, I appreciate you being
Yeah,
here.
thank
Thank you
you
so
so
much.
much.
I really mean that. Y'all just keep working at it and move back here one day. Folks, you've seen it right here on Chipola College Television. 2 of the finest young ladies we've ever produced here from Mariana, but they moved away. So if you've got an opportunity, we've got an educator here and a photographer, and she'll do anything else, though, but she's a photographer, too. If you're interested in them, call me and I'll get your contact. What's your Facebook site? Is it
It's LaTracia Tolbert Bright.
LaTracia Tolbert Bright, Facebook.
It's Delacey Tolbert, or they can go to D Lady Photography.
D Lady, capital D, dash L-A-D-Y, or just straight D Lady?
D Lady.
D dot Lady Photography.
Set apart unique images.
Good, good, good. Folks, I appreciate them, but most of all, I appreciate your watching and supporting us here at Chipola College Television.